Parthenium hysterophorus, an invasive weed species resembling a carrot plant with small white flowers, is a herbaceous erect and annual plant belonging to the Asteraceae family. It is popularly known as carrot weed, gajar ghas, white top or congress grass in India. A single plant of Parthenium can produce about 4,000 to 25,000 extremely tiny seeds and completes its life cycle in 3 to 4 months and 2 to 3 generations in just 1 year, meaning that it flourishes around the year. Parthenium mainly spreads through its small and lightweight seeds, which are easily carried or transported through manure, irrigation water, wind and vehicles. Parthenium originated in Mexico, from where it spread to other countries like America, Africa, West Indies, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, China, Australia, etc. In India, as per the 1975 estimate, the invasion of Parthenium was in 5 million hectares, which has now extended to about 35 million hectares of land.
Some plants of Parthenium, which is also known as carrot weed, were first seen at Pune in Maharashtra in 1955-56. Since then, it has spread throughout the country, and presently more than 35 million hectares of the area is covered under this dreaded weed, which is about 10% of the total geographical area of India.
Earlier, the infestation of Parthenium used to be reported only in fallow and barren lands or on the roadside, near railway tracks and industrial areas. But at present, its infestation can be seen in agriculture, horticulture and forest land. This weed is reported to have reduced food grain production by about 40% in some crops, besides threatening our biodiversity and the environment. Owing to its infestation in pasture lands, fodder availability has been reduced drastically. This poisonous weed is a serious threat to the health of human beings and livestock. When human beings come in contact with this weed, it may cause asthma and skin-related diseases.
यहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा तेज गाजर घास होता है और उसमें अगर चलने फिरने से तो ये पैरों में ये पक गया और लगता है गाजर घास बहुत ज़्यादा, उससे खुजलाहट उठती है, पानी बहता है, उससे बहुत बड़ी तकलीफ़ बढ़ जाती है हम लोगों के यहाँ पर गाजर घास से। उसके बाद अगर मैं कभी हाथ में छू लेते हैं तो मुंह में भी छाले वगैरह से दर्द से आ जाते हैं, खुजलाहट पैदा होती है बहुत ज़्यादा।
ये मैंने 3 खेत नीले फुलनू पार्थेनियम का काटे थे, बहुत बड़ा था, उसमें फूल आ गया था। मुझे इस चीज़ का ज्ञान नहीं था और मेरा मुंह कड़वा होने लग गया और उसके तीसरे ही दिन मेरे को ये एलर्जी हो गई, हाथों में, सिर में और खाली जगह पे, खाली स्थानों में, नंगे स्थान में हुई है। ये आज से 7 वर्ष पहले ये हुई थी और आज तक भुगत रहा हूँ।
The Directorate of Weed Science Research, Jabalpur, over its past 2 decades of multilateral research, has found that no single method can help in the management of Parthenium satisfactorily. Thus, there is a need to adopt an integrated management approach, amalgamating all available methods together. The Directorate of Weed Science Research has recommended various methods for the management of Parthenium. The manual method. Parthenium can be managed to a great extent by uprooting the Parthenium plants before flowering. While uprooting the plant, the use of hand gloves and protective clothes is advised to avoid direct contact with the weed. Parthenium should never be controlled by cutting, because the weed has an immense ability to regrow from the cut parts, which produce seeds early and in large quantities. The chemical method. In non-arable land, where only Parthenium is to be managed and grass is to be saved, the application of metribuzin 0.3% or 2,4-D at the rate of 1.5 kilograms per hectare is recommended before flowering. If other vegetation along with Parthenium is to be controlled, the application of glyphosate at the rate of 1.5 to 2 kilograms per hectare is recommended. It should be noted that herbicide applications in different crops should be done only with consultation of a weed scientist, because a wrong application may adversely affect the crop. Biological control. Based on the research done for parthanum management, biological control methods have been found to be the best option so far. Biological control is cheap and environment friendly. Great success has been achieved in controlling parthanum in India with the help of Zygogramma bicolorata, a beetle imported from Mexico in 1983. This beetle feeds only on parthanum and not on any other vegetation. The beetles eat the leaves of the parthanum, resulting in the complete drying up of the plant gradually. In this direction, the Directorate of Weed Science Research, Jabalpur, is mass rearing this beetle in net houses and supplying them in specially developed packing to different parts of the country through the post and courier service. June to August or the rainy season is the best time for releasing this beetle over the parthanum plants. The population of this beetle significantly increases during monsoon after feeding on the soft leaves of the weeds. Based on research, it has been found that an adult beetle can completely defoliate a parthanum plant within 6 to 8 weeks. Therefore, at this rate, about 20 to 25 lakh beetles are required for controlling a 1 hectare area of parthanum. In practice, it is neither possible nor necessary to release such a high number of beetles, as they are capable of multiplying rapidly. The release of even 1,000 to 20,000 beetles can bring about the eventual control of parthanum. Seeing the success of these beetles, the government, non-governmental organizations, colony residents, private organizations, farmers' associations, etc. should try to make arrangements to release these beetles in their respective colonies. The biological management of parthanum can also be achieved through competitive plants such as marigold, cassia tora, etc. For this, the marigold should be planted near houses and protected areas to replace the parthanum. Broadcasting of seeds of cassia tora or cassia serratia on fallow lands near the roadside and other barren lands can help in checking the spread of parthanum. To replace parthanum in infested sites, the seeds of cassia should be broadcasted during the March-April period at the rate of 40 to 50 kilograms per hectare. After the monsoon season, new plants of cassia will cover and replace the parthanum. Legal measures. Under the Agriculture Pest and Disease Act, the entry and spread of noxious weeds in the country and states can be checked. This initiative requires the active participation by respected state governments. Management by way of utilization. Parthanum can also be managed by making its use for several purposes. The easiest and most practical use of parthanum is to make compost from it. For making good quality compost, parthanum should be uprooted before flowering, and this biomass should be buried in a minimum 3-foot deep pit in layers. Urea and dung slurry should be sprinkled on each layer. Thereafter, the pit should be covered with a mixture of dung, soil, and husk. After 2 to 3 months, the well-decomposed compost is ready. Vermicompost can also be prepared by using uprooted parthanum. It has been found that compost made from parthanum biomass has richer nutrients than found in ordinary compost and almost equal to vermicompost. Parthanum can also be used in making paper, particle boards, biogas, biopesticides, etc. The effective control of parthanum requires mass awareness and cooperation from all concerned. Every year, the Directorate of Weed Science Research organizes a Parthanum Awareness Week during August at the national level for wider publicity.
Directorate of Weed Science Research, Jabalpur, organizes every year a mass awareness program on parthanum. We involve all institutes of the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, state agricultural universities, NGOs, KVKs, municipalities, panchayats, school children and the general public We educate the people about the ill effects of parthanum and suggest ways and means to control it.
During the week, several activities such as Kisan Ghoshtis, rallies, training is organized, besides publication and distribution of subject-related literature to make people aware about parthanum. Wide publicity is also given through the use of the print and electronic media.
Very good response we have found, and by continuing observing this parthanum awareness week since 2004, we have made aware people in different corners of India.
Since parthanum has become a national problem, therefore we appeal to all the people of the country to come forward to help in managing this weed, which is also recognized as one of the 7 most dreaded weeds of the world. We at this directorate are fully committed to provide all the necessary help and guidance for management of parthanum.
Let us all join together and cooperate in the management of this aggressive weed and provide our country with a clean environment along with increased agricultural production.
We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome.